people of the state of Michigan versus Michael Baker, docket number 20-307FH. Mr. Baker, is this your correct address on this form on Washington?
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
And how far did you go in school?
Couple college credits.
Okay. And do you work right now?
Not right now.
Okay. Would you raise your right hand, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in this matter will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Baker, you have the right to an attorney. You are represented by Mr. Abbott, who's present. And Mr. Abbott, I'm told this is a plea to counts 2, 3, and 4. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And then you'll waive reading of the balance of the information.
Yes, thank you.
Ms. Allen, would you read counts 2, 3, and 4, please?
And the people of the state of Michigan versus Michael Baker. And file 20-307-FH, State of Michigan, County of Bingham. In the name of the people of the state of Michigan, the prosecuting attorney for this county appears before the court and informs the court that on or about April 23rd, 2020, at 4321 Cortland Drive, the defendant did in count 2 carry a dangerous weapon, to wit, a pistol, concealed on or about his person, and whether concealed or otherwise in a vehicle operated or occupied by said defendant, to wit, a Chrysler Aspen, contrary to Michigan law. This is a felony punishable by up to 5 years or $2,500, mandatory forfeiture of weapon or device. And in count 3, did carry or have in his possession a firearm, to wit, a pistol, at the time he committed or attempted to commit a felony, to wit, felon in possession, contrary to Michigan law. This is a felony punishable by 2 years consecutively with and preceding any term of imprisonment imposed for the felony or attempted felony conviction, mandatory forfeiture of weapon or device. And in count 4, did make an assault or an assault and battery upon Jessica Gonzalez, an individual with whom he had a dating relationship, contrary to Michigan law. We ask court take note, this offense could result in damage to another person's property or physical injury or death to another individual, which would require restitution under Michigan law. This is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days and or $500. A consecutive sentence may be imposed under Michigan law if the assault was committed in a place of confinement and was committed against the peace and dignity of the state of Michigan.
So the predicate felony for the felony firearm is felon in possession, something he's not pleading to?
That's correct, Your Honor. The way that this was worked out in district court is that the intent is that he serves the straight 2 years on the felony firearm and the other 2 run concurrent.
That's fine. I just want to make sure before I advise him. So.
Yeah, Mr. Abbott and I had the same conversation.
Yeah.
It's a weird agreement, but that's the intent.
It is, but I get it. Okay, so Mr. Baker, you're being charged here with carrying a pistol in an auto. That is a felony punishable by up to 5 years in prison. And then possession of a firearm in the commission of a felony, which is a mandatory 2-year prison sentence, although it would not be, it would run at the same time as everything else here. And then also domestic assault and battery, a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days in jail. Have you had enough time to talk about these charges with your attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand the charges against you?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Do you have any questions about what we're doing?
No, I do not.
And how do you want to plead?
Guilty.
If your plea of guilty is accepted by this court, it means you won't have a trial of any kind, and you'll be giving up the rights that go along with the trial. Did you sign this advice of rights form?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
And did you go over the rights on the form?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
So then you understand that the form lists the rights that go along with the trial, and those are the rights you give up when you plead guilty.
Yes, Your Honor.
And that's what you want to do?
Yes, Your Honor.
Also, if I accept your plea, it means you can't come back later on and try to say that the plea was the result of some promise or threat that no one told me about today. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
It also means you cannot come back later on and try to say that it really wasn't your own choice to plead guilty today. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is there a plea agreement, Ms. Allen?
Yes, Your Honor. In exchange for the defendant's successful plea and sentence to count 2, 3, and 4, the people agreed to dismiss the balance of the charges on the felony information. And as we just played, it's not placed on the record because Mr. Abbott and I did discuss it, that because count 2 was not the predicate felony to count 3, the plan is for them to run concurrent with the felony firearm sentence.
Okay, but still a mandatory prison sentence. It's just that they're running at the same time.
Correct, Your Honor.
All right. Is that a full and complete statement, Mr. Abbott?
As long as it's understood that the habitual offender is also dismissed, Your Honor.
Yes,
Yes.
that's correct.
Okay, and Mr. Baker, is all of that your understanding of the agreement as well?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you agree with it?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Now, right now, I don't know what your sentence will be, other than there's a mandatory 2-year prison sentence on the felony firearm, but on the others, I'll follow the law on that. I don't know what your sentence will be on the others. And I haven't made any deals with anyone about your sentence. Are you clear on that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anyone promised you anything else that hasn't been said here right now in order to get you to plead guilty?
No, Your Honor.
Anyone used any threats?
No, Your Honor.
Is this your own choice?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
And are you doing it because you believe you are in fact guilty of these offenses?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
Okay, so tell me about this weapon. Did you have it in a vehicle?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
Okay, so tell me, where was it?
It was in my coat pocket.
Okay, and then were you in the vehicle?
Yes, I was, Your Honor.
All right, so it was both concealed in your coat pocket and also in an automobile at the same time, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and that was a pistol?
Yes, it was, Your Honor.
And, of course, you knew that it was in your pocket, correct?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
And, were you a person ineligible to have possession of a firearm?
Yes, I was, Your Honor. I
Because of
lost
a-
those rights in 2012.
I see, I understand. Okay, and then, had there been an incident with Jessica Gonzalez?
Yes, there was,
Maybe
Your
right
Honor.
before that?
Yes, there was, Your Honor.
Tell me, what did you do?
I was under the influence, which is not an excuse. That was just how it started. We had a disagreement over a man being at the house. I lost control of myself and slapped her a few times, and very, very disappointed in myself about it. It was very cowardly. I wish I wouldn't have did it. Clearly, I can't take anything back, but it was very wrong, and that's what happened. We
Okay,
got the disagreement. Like I said, I lost control of myself, and I did put my hands on her.
okay. And was she someone you were dating? Like-
Yes.
Okay. And all of this happened on Cortlandt Drive in Lansing, Ingham County, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has the court complied with MCR 6.302, Ms. Allen?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Abbott?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you aware of any promises, threats, or inducements other than those already placed on the record, Ms. Allen?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Abbott?
No, Your Honor.
The court finds the plea is understandingly and voluntarily made without undue influence, threats, or promises of leniency. It is an accurate plea. It's supported by the testimony. The plea is accepted. Sentencing is set for Monday, November 9th at 3 o'clock. Does that work for you, Mr. Abbott?
3 o'clock?
Yes.
I believe it does, Your Honor, yes.
Okay, so Mr. Baker, Monday, November 9th at 3 o'clock, you'll need to be back here in person for
Yes, Your Honor.
sentencing. And then prior to that date, the probation department's going to have to do an interview with you. So if they don't contact you real soon, like in the next day or two, then you contact them. Mr. Abbott can help you with the contact number if you
Okay.
need it. But we need to make sure that the interview gets done. So make sure that you are available for that, and then make sure that you're back here on that sentencing date. Your bond is continued, and you are all set.
Okay. Your Honor, I had a question, if that's all right.
Yes, sir.
I've never been through this process, so do I go straight to prison from here, or will I go to the county and then they take?
Yes. What will happen is, because we all know about the mandatory sentence.
Okay.
So yes, when I sentence you, I will remand you to the sheriff. The sheriff will take you to the jail
Okay,
in Mason. They process you there, and they wait for the MDOC to pick you up.
okay, so on November 9th, I need to come prepared long time?
Yes, sir,
Okay,
I'm afraid you
okay.
do.
All right,
All right?
yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right, Your Honor, thank you.